of exciting news that was released just today. I've got my finger on the pulse. It's either today or yesterday that all this news came from. It's again moving back into the world of video gaming and things like that. But Valve, aka Steam, the company behind Steam, and of course the very popular Half-Life games and various others, has released today the news that they are building a Switch-esque portable gaming PC. Now, this is pretty important in terms of the sort of the world of gaming, because we've had the Switch, which is Nintendo-based, of course, and playing all the Nintendo sort of titles and stuff. But this is the first time that we've got a PC console coming out, so a handheld PC. I think it's going to be very exciting. It certainly might help people who are a bit on the fence about whether or not, or maybe they can't afford to buy a gaming rig, or sort of a bit worried about spending that kind of money. It could be a good accessibility for someone to purchase and jump onto the gaming that is the PC, which is very dear to my heart. And who knows, be able to play a game down the pub or at the train station or anywhere you wish. The only thing Steam haven't got a particularly good track record. 10 years ago, they tried to do the similar thing, and they released the Steam machines. It was a bit of a flop, didn't really take off at all. This one, it appears to be called Steam Pal or Neptune. Don't know why it's called Steam Pal or Neptune. They can probably do better names than that. Let's hope so, because they're frankly a bit lame. But are you excited? Would you rush out and buy a console that was a sort of handheld Switch-esque gaming PC? I'm pretty tempted, to be honest. Now, Raising Willow says, no, Kickstarter has all my money already. Yeah, I know, right? I know. Chris has a question. I notice I've been silent on the current bread discussion on Discord. When will you stop sitting on the fence and pick a side? What are you scared of, Lockhart? Oh, what is the bread discussion? Let me know. Let me know what this is. I haven't been following the Discord, I'm afraid. I have missed the bread discussion. I love bread. I have an unholy love of bread. It makes me happy in yeasty kind of ways. Bread. So how big is this freaking thing's going to be? Well, the details of that are a little bit sketchy, to be honest, but it is billed as being an alternative to the Switch. So we're going to be thinking pretty small. Now, it's going to be affecting the specs of it. I was thinking about this. I was like, what kind of specs is that going to have? It's going to affect the specs, because it's not going to be an absolute beast of a machine, surely, in that small size. But the Switch is a really impressive piece of kit, and it's quite old now. So I would be quite surprised. And Steam do have a bit of a record of going in there with quite a high technological level. So it could be pretty exciting as to what it can run. So, there is another name for portable game PC, a laptop. Yeah, that's a very good point. I mean, they're going to have to, really going to have to make sure that this is going to be an effective thing and actually worthwhile. And why wouldn't I just flip out my laptop and, kind of go with that? But hey, who knows? I remember the Sega Genesis. And I didn't buy one. I wanted one, but I didn't get one. Bucky's here as well. Hello, Bucky. Alakar paged me. I do have to be real quiet so I don't disturb the newborn. Oh, wow. Congratulations. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming along anyway, Bucky. That's great. James really convinced me to buy a gaming PC. I have no more money. No, I know. Virginia says, a handheld PC would be incredible. The sort of thing I'd love in concept. In reality, I hardly have enough time to play on my Switch these days, so until the kids are a bit older, it's likely just an object of conceptual desire. Yeah, there is always that. And with all of these things, you've got to think like, when would I play it? Because call me old-fashioned. You're old-fashioned. Bad gag. Call me old-fashioned, but I quite like looking out the window or, just sort of thinking about things rather than being attached to something all the time. And this comes from a lifelong gamer. Like, I love gaming. But yeah, it's going to have to find its own niche, its own market. But the Nintendo Switch has been an incredible success for Nintendo. So I guess Steam are going to be trying to muscle in there and try and get something. I'm quite excited by the fact that I could play my Steam library of games on a handheld doodah. The doodah. They should call it the doodah. That'd be a much better name than the PAL. I've missed the bread discussion. I have missed the bread discussion, Steph. I don't read the spoiler. No. Ross is here. Hello, I'm popping back in to tell you I did back The Witcher. Fair enough. I told you, called it. Well, this is annoying. No option to lower the video settings and maintain struggling. Steam announced something. I've been buffering since. Oh, I'm so sorry, Raging Renals. Yeah, we were just talking about the new Steam handheld gaming PC that's built to release. They've only literally just announced it. There's been rumours flying around, but they have officially announced it as possibly the Steam Pal or the Neptune. Yeah, I'm really sorry that it's not coming through there. Hopefully no one else is having technical issues. But yeah, of course you will be able to catch up this video after the stream as well. So hopefully rewatch it and it should be okay. We talking breads? Hey, Gwa, how you doing? Yeah, well, I missed. It should be called the Doodah, Steph. I missed the bread discussion, which apparently has been raging on the Discord, on the DCP Discord. So do fill me in on the bread discussions, and I'll catch up with that later. I love bread. Does that help? Did I just pick a side? Did half the Danger Club community, the Dangerlings, just sort of swear a blood oath to destroy me? I don't know. Hopefully not. So you have about 30 minutes to read through. Yes. I imagine that this sounds like quite an in-depth discussion on bread. And now.
Cover yourself in drake dung. I'm not going to make you roll to harvest poop from a drake because that is slightly easier to find than retrieving its poison glands intact. Fulton is now covered in poop.
Look, over there, past them trees. Hey, look, I can walk amongst the jungle things now.
Fulton, you got a spider on your shoulder.
Ah!
As you keep out of walking through the jungle, you see a human running towards you. He appears to be terrified and screaming. Oh, thank God! An earth elemental has attacked my farm! Please, I need your help!
Hail, friend. Can I just ask before we get into it, is the earth elemental quite surprisingly short, making screaming noises?
Yes, it is tiny and it stinks! It burst into my farm and now it's running around the orchards!
Say no more.
Yeah, it's alright.
We are specialised in this exact type of earth elemental.
Thank you, heroes.
We're going to need a couple of buckets of water.
Maybe some pegs.